Hey friends, I'm Michelle, mom to 3 spunky kids with 2 in Autism Spectrum, and today we're going to talk about morning routines. So before you decide to hop off this video and watch something else, because the idea of morning routine seems like it's impossible, right? Especially if you have a child with special needs and they're not sleeping through the night. But let me first say that if you're thinking SBS, which Tony Robbins describes as belief systems in his book Awaken a Giant, because that's all it is, it's just your belief system. That is just simply a mindset. It's this idea that if it can't be perfect, then it can't be done. And oftentimes we go into things like a morning routine and we think, oh, well, it's because her life's so perfect, her kids are sleeping through the night, and she's able to do all those things. But a morning routine is simply just a routine. It doesn't matter what time you get up. You don't have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And I actually encourage you not to do that, because all those articles that tells you if you want to be super productive, make sure you get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, which works for some people. But if you have a child who is struggling with sleep issues, then waking up at 5 or 6 in the morning is not going to be productive. You're just going to be exhausted and burnout. And as you know, in this channel, we talk all about ditching caregiver burnout so you can step into your abundant life by simplifying motherhood. We don't want motherhood to be harder than it is for you. And we don't want and to also stop you from doing things that would bring you so much joy and creativity. And so that's why having an established morning routine is going to be so helpful for you. So what I encourage you to do is, instead of just quitting routines altogether, because it's so easy to say, it's not going to work for me, so why do it? Again, all about belief systems, is modifying it. So let's modify your routine. Let's talk about breaking it down. If you have only 30 minutes, what's something that you can do in 30 minutes for your morning routine? You can work out for 10-15 minutes. You can spend some time in scripture. That's something I love doing, having that morning quiet time, doing a prayer, writing your journal, something that is just life-giving and fulfilling for you. If all you have is 15 minutes, again, I strongly believe that being able to have a little bit of life-giving activity first thing in the morning, no matter what that is for you, even 15 minutes, find something to do. If all you have is 15 minutes, why don't you spend that 15 minutes in silence, where you're able to maybe brew some coffee and then say a prayer? I like to do prayer walks around my house, where I have a really hard time sometimes sitting still, especially when I'm really tired and haven't had much sleep. So when I just do a walk around my house and say a prayer over it, if you're not of faith, then doing like a gratitude walk. There's so much power in gratitude and expressing gratitude and being thankful for the things that you have, instead of focusing on the lack, right? And that's so important, setting your day up right and coming from a place of abundance as opposed to lack. Whereas if you first get up in the morning and you feel super overwhelmed, and because you didn't have your perfect morning routine all set to go, then you're thinking of the things you lack. You didn't get enough sleep. You didn't have a chance to do this. There's still laundry to be done. You're thinking of all the things that are going wrong and all the things you don't have, which is like time. You didn't get enough sleep. Instead, start your day from a place of abundance. Greet your day with all the thanksgiving in your heart, and inviting God and His Spirit to dwell in your body. Again, if you're not of faith, then just having gratitude and just having a grateful heart throughout the day is going to set you up for so much success, friends. And if you don't have 15 minutes, then let's say you only have 10. Let's say you woke up and your child didn't go to bed till like 2 o'clock in the morning, and you know your kids have to be out the door. They have to start school, rather that's virtually or in person. And it's almost like 8 o'clock. It's 10 minutes till 8, and all you have is 10 minutes. Then just spend that 10 minutes brewing your coffee. Don't worry about anything else. Oftentimes we prioritize all the things that feel like urgent, but they're not important. So Urgent things are things that seems like fires, right? Just constantly putting out fire. But the most important thing you can do it in the morning is to set your mind up right. And the way to do that again is starting off with prayer or gratitude, and just coming from a place of abundance and a grateful heart. And it's going to help make such a difference for you as you carry that out throughout the day. So I strongly encourage you, if you don't have a morning routine, to just come up with ways that you can modify an ideal morning routine and make it work for your situation. You're a mom to a child with special needs. Your life is going to look different for moms who don't have kids with autism or other special needs. That's just the reality of it. But I still believe that there is abundance there, and there is so much joy to be had in the chaos that comes with raising a child on the spectrum. So I encourage you, friends, to find a way to make that work out for you, and you implement some of the life-giving activities and finding ways to incorporate it into your mornings. And let me know. I would love to see some comments and see how you're incorporating it into your life. All right, friends, make sure, if you haven't already, if you like the content that I'm sharing here in this channel, hit the subscription box below, and so that way you can see more content just like this. And I'm here to help you ditch caregiver burnout so you can live out your abundant life through simplifying motherhood. All right, I'll catch you next time, friends.